Eating a bunch of protein and not balancing your fats, omitting plants and saying that carnivore is amazing for 20 years, fasting, OMAD, dry fasting, snake diets, trying to get all of your minerals from just meat, steak, coffee, and cheese, intermittent ketosis, cyclic ketosis. Oh, we going hard today. Let's get into it. Life. Now, after watching all of the fire going on the west side where I used to live, and I can recognize all those areas, ooh, my blood started boiling. And I kind of drew that red threaded line right over to everything that trends and how we're all affected by things. It's all symbiotic, we're all connected, and people need to wake the frack up, including something as simple as like the carnivore diet or the keto diet or the snake diet or the lion diet or cyclic ketosis or targeted ketosis. All of this ends up being like a cult. People will protect what they feel like people act like they're a part of a club for the first time, like it's a religion, and they go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, wanting so badly. I get it. You want to believe that this is the cat's meow, that it's like a miracle and a savior, and what about Michaela Peterson? But the reality is that the way society works today is that everything just about is smoke and mirrors when people glorify how easy things are. If you don't contextualize what you're promoting, you leave the audience to fill in the gaps and guess, like priming. This priming thing really just irritates the frack out of me, because eating a ton of protein and then gorging on fat and then fasting is so stupid. And y'all fell for that crap. Not all. Hook, line, and sinker. Because somebody on the internet said, like, this is a new strategy, trying to create a whole new made up fairy tale diet. And then people did it. And they developed gout. Oh yeah, I consult these people who came from that world. Gout, high B12, high iron levels, constipation, thyroid problems from gorging on meat. Oh, hypoglycemia on a level that you can't even describe. I know. And then eat as much fat as possible. But what about your gallbladder? Do you have enough pancreatic lipase? I mean, what if you have severe hypoglycemia? These things are not even talked about. It's just, and what about the other? Just eat meat, because meat just heals. Just eat meat, just like a freaking vegan. Just eat 2 vegetables, because they heal. And they put MD next to their names, and you all listen to it. Like, make it make sense. And then somebody's like, what about you? Yeah, what about me? You question me, and you question anybody who puts a phone or a camera in front of their face and considers themselves an authority to anything. Every freaking day, I'm working with people where their health is declining on carnivore diets. We already know that people's health tanked on keto. That's why it stopped trending. people's hair start falling out, their gallbladder start to get infected, or the infected gallbladder just became worse. Chronic fatigue, thyroid problems, can't poop, diarrhea, and then keto stopped trending because people thought it was like anti-cancer, anti-everything, anti-autoimmune, and then like it didn't fix people. It fixed some contextually, but not all. So why are people having so many problems, and why do I do these videos? Because I'm coaching people who are fracked up. I would say 99 to 100% of everyone I coached or have coached have listened to someone else talk about eating tons of protein or fasting to oblivion, eating one meal a day, and then calling it autophagy. And then the listener doesn't know what autophagy is. The listeners have never been affected by autophagy. They hear these things and then they just follow it, hook, line, and sinker. And that's the way society is. We've been lied to, and then we continue to be lied to. Now, omitting the truth to most people is not considered a lie. But either they leave shite out, do not contextualize things to the masses, or they're just naive. But whatever it is, every day I continue to deal with people who develop severe health issues on low-carb diets. I mean, we know they develop issues on carb diets and processed food and all this standard American nonsense. But on carnivore diets and snake diets and lion diets, remember when people were eating fermented meat and letting it rot in the refrigerator for 6 months? I tried that. I didn't try eating it. I let that shit ferment. I did everything that you're supposed to do with the cheesecloth and this and that. And I would look at this thing, turn weird colors, and I'd be like, I ain't putting that in my stomach. And people did. The raw meat extravaganza. But now we know how many people are experiencing parasites because we don't go out and have a farm and process our own animals. So we know where our meat is coming from. A lot of people are just going to Sprouts, they're going to Whole Foods, or they're just going to wherever, or their local farm, but whatever. How long is it taking before that food reaches your mouth? Parasites, bacterial infections, a lot of you are developing that because of these trends. And the fasting trend. Now really in the spectrum of life, it's not earth-shattering to the rest of what's going on in the world today or what's going on in my home state. But because I do this for a living, I'm just appalled. I talk to people all the time, every day, and they've just been bamboozled. Like, nobody gets better. No one's been like, oh, I'm doing so amazing on this advice. Like, I haven't crapped in 2 weeks, and I feel amazing not crapping, and I feel amazing with my hair falling out, my blood sugar all over the place. People will see some benefits doing a carnivore diet, and then there's a lot of pitfalls. And the people teaching this crap don't tell you what can go wrong or what has gone wrong. Do I think that anybody doing a carnivore diet on just doing meat and salt for 20 years is being honest? Fuck no. Humans are humans are subjective, especially modern humans. Where's the morals? You put MD next to your name and you think you got an authority? And people have the nerve to ask me, let's see your education. You're not a doctor. Why? Don't watch my videos. Go watch the doctors and then eat Oscar Mayer hot dogs from the supermarket. Eat as much meat as possible because meat heals. And then like nobody sits there and goes, whatever happened to Frank Tufano and Paul Saladino or even Sean Baker? Right? With the neck back pain thing going on. Y'all ain't questioning stuff. I mean, Paul Saladino is very intelligent. He's not stupid. And just because you're smart don't mean you have common sense. Or maybe, I'm not saying that he doesn't. I'm just saying it's weird to put out a book and get so sick on a diet and be on a television show and then coach girls who are doing an all meat diet, and then they all jump off of it, and then other doctors spawn up, truthfully, and then they've gotten it right. Y'all can't see what I see. When they flip on that camera, y'all need to get extra close to the face. Okay? Alright, I digress. I'm digressing. This is my rant. It's like it got triggered from seeing what was going on back in my home state to like, why is everything today so damn corrupt? Even the industry that I'm supposedly in, but not really. My channel has always been a warning channel, not because there's gurus just promoting absolute trash. And not all the time, and not every person, but a lot of people. It's because there was a woman that I coached, and I put a plan together, and she just put her husband on the same plan, and he went to the hospital because of severe dehydration. And I was like, never again. I mean never again. I'm never going to use my words and put people's health in jeopardy. So let's warn people about the benefits and the risks, because that's balance, that's homeostasis, instead of just promoting like miracles. Just eat meat, and that's all you need to do. Just eat more meat. Your hair's falling out, eat more meat. Getting fat, eat more meat. Your B12 is high, eat more meat. Your iron's overloaded, just eat more meat, because it heals. Be careful, my people. Aren't you guys sick of just the bullshit? I am. But I'm really the only one out of all my friends that truly left California. So maybe that's why. I'm a rebel. I was like, oh, hell no. Oh, no. I'm going to breathe clean air. I ain't having any swords come near my shoulders. Oh, no. I'm not going to be trapped in an earthquake, and I'm not going to get burned alive. Well, really, my horse. That's me. And I'm not going to listen to all the fuckery in the keto carnivore sphere of bullshit. I just had to let it off my chest today. If anyone says that they've done these low carb diets and have never had a single problem and that everything's just bonus, they're lying. And I'll say it right now. They're not telling you the whole story. So stop believing in it. People need to follow something. And they'll follow this community. And they'll even challenge me on it. Like, I'm doing amazing, because people love to be a part of something. That's human nature. And subjectivity can take over. You may not see the little grains of sand brewing, like thyroid problems in other people. It's like people who got the schmacks, right? Like, they're so, the ones who don't see that their health is falling apart because of it, they're so blind. And it's not like that. They're not bad people. They've just been duped. And it's like, how easy is it to dupe people on every level, even down to the carnivore community and the ketogenic community? I mean, look at Jimmy Moore. Jimmy Moore, he was Jimmy Moore. He was like, I really appreciated a lot of things about him. But the dude ended up doodling some, somebody not of age. And now he's disappeared off the scene. And people followed him to the maxi pad. And he could never actually lose the weight. Lose it and gain it and fast. And he still had the issues, clearly, from having to go to jail. Now, that's just an individual situation. But that's a great example of how you can amass a following by just making everything seem easy. No. Question everything, people. That's what I learned as a very young child. I'm not going to follow the group. I'm not going to have people tell me that all people with, from Europe, because they got to watch what I'm saying on this platform, are, you know, hateful. But that's what we're told on the news. Like, shut up. It's like noise. And then when I have my black friends, like, some black friends, like, oh my God, they're so, cyst. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, last year, you didn't talk that way. I know we all want to be a part of a group, but this is not the way. Question everything and believe nothing until you do the research yourself, like I have. Don't believe me. In fact, don't believe me at all. Challenge what I'm saying. Challenge the idea that if you eat a bunch of meat and you're not taking a crap, it's because your body's using up all the protein. Like, I mean, it's just like life today. Everything is absolutely stupid. And that if you fast, you're going to experience autophagy. Even though your hair starts falling out and your skin gets crepey and your electrolytes tank, you are experiencing cellular cleanup on a level you don't even know. Because Mr. Fungus told you so. Question things, my people. Is that logical? Is it logical? I mean, food is only two things. It's energy and it's tools to fix the car. If your body's a car, you got the tools with the vitamins and the minerals and the fatty acids and the proteins and the carbohydrates. And then you've got you've got proteins, you've got fats, you've got carbohydrates, you have your vitamins and you have your minerals. It's energy. The anti-nutrients, anything that is considered unhealthy should be done with checks and balances. Wild spinach isn't bad until you eat it in a smoothie all the time with the oxalates. Now everybody thinks everything's an oxalate. Now, like, real symptoms that get ignored because people think they're having oxalate problems, where they might have pain in their back, not because of kidney crystals, but because of chronic dehydration. Their GFR lowers. But nobody's talking about the rate at which your kidneys filtrate. Because I had a consultation today with somebody who had an eGFR of 70 something. And I was like, that's too low. You're dehydrated, bro. He's like, do I have to drink enough water? I'm like, it's not just the water. It's the minerals as well. That's why we need vitamins and minerals. When you don't eat and you fast, you ain't getting the ample supply of minerals throughout the day with your leaking gut, which most of us have. So today's just a little rant. I just get frustrated. Yeah, but La La La's been doing carnivore over 25,000 years and they're amazing. God, you guys are being duped. They're making cash. And I don't mean like a little bit of cash. I mean profound amounts of cash. At least compared to me. And I could have done it too. I just can't. It's like, ew. It's like icky. It's like, ew, so not fabulous. I don't like that. There's a way to survive and enjoy people actually getting healthy without having to completely sell out your morals. If I do get affiliate programs, like there's a shoe company I haven't promoted that I'm sponsored by, because they've been great on my bunion, because my arches fell when my knee went through 10 surgeries. And of course the wrong shoes do that too. Them damn horses. Yeah, that clanking, I don't know if you hear it, is my horse wanting to get to the hay. That is no longer where it's at anymore. I moved it. Comment below. What do you guys think? You think I'm full of shite? Do you think that you can just believe what any guru says because they have MD next to their name? Do you believe someone who says, I've done carnivore for 20 years and I'm amazing and I've never felt any problems? Do you believe that, really? Like, no electrolyte issues? Because let me tell you right now, I've been doing this for almost 18 years. And if I don't watch my electrolytes, you guys have watched my skin completely freak out with melasma because of magnesium deficiency, which affected my hormones. When it started affecting my skin, I didn't even know what melasma was. So I couldn't even tell you that I was doing something wrong. because I didn't know that this led to this, led to this. And maybe perhaps that's what's happening with some other people that promote this nonsense. Everything with low carb must be done in a very smart, methodical way to the individual, where you can jack your thyroid up, jack your adrenals up, go through a pregnenolone steal, hypoglycemia. I mean, the list, autoimmune issues go on and on and on. If you really, really learn how your body works as an individual and find out what actually works, then go for it. But because somebody's uncle's cousin's brother's sister's son did well, don't mean nothing about you. And this girl from Steak and Butter thing is telling that she only takes a crap and a dump twice a week, and look how flat her stomach is. And you guys believe that nonsense? I mean, is she actually doing what she says she's doing? I mean, you would never know. You would never know. Most of my life, I show on camera. Because my life is pretty basic. It's me and the animals. And I'm building a house. And there's my mom. Which I don't put on camera anymore because she just looks so bad. Her health declined after getting the old schmacks. I don't want to put her on camera. Not really. Not until I move her into my house and I can actually get her healthy again. But other than that, well, but there's my thoughts, my emotions, things that I go through on the daily that perhaps you would know nothing about, like the rest of my family. Or my friends back in Cali. My life is pretty simple. There's not much to hide. My Instagram is Stephanie Ketogenic. My Facebook fan page is Stephanie the Business Person. Yeah. I'm concerned out in Cali. People are getting fried. That's why I left. I was worried that something ominous was going to happen. And now I'm watching it happen. I feel good here until they start messing here, where I live. But wake up, guys. The world is it's a different place once you wake up. And you could make it heaven or you could make it hell. My Instagram is Stephanie Ketogenic. My Facebook fan page is Stephanie the Business Person. If you feel like you trust me, and only if you feel that, book a consultation, because I have a lot of experience on this subject. And I question everything, as you should too. Energy. At 57, going on 58, 17 years and counting. Almost 18 years doing this thing. I've learned a lot. There's a lot of potential problems. And there's a lot of amazing benefits. But that's another video. That's not. Because, like, my whole video catalog is about how to fix yourself and avoid high B12, rotation of meats, and how to mitigate the gallbladder. If you have a gallbladder issue, blood sugar, eat every couple of hours, stuff I always talk about. And I'm out. Peace. Because today it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Look at that. And I'm inside. What? On this winter cold day? Yeah, this is right now when this video is being filmed. It's in the middle of that crazy winter storm. But it's fabulous here in Tennessee.